This is the very last video. I have not heard any feedback of needing to have a Google Meet, so we will not have that. Instead, you just have to watch this video and finish your papers by the 20th. You have until midnight, and it is a major grade. I want to start by saying I definitely should have had this the beginning of the post. This post right here. Thank you to those who have been working hard, for those who have been applying the things that we've been using all year. Thank you for your hard work. This part right here, I just started it off because I was disappointed in a handful of you. It's the same mistakes over and over again. I feel sad because I'm trying to do my part in all of this, and I just don't feel like there are some of you who are. And I was just disappointed in a lot of you. But there are still those who are working hard, who received 1 through 3s, so good job on that. So for everybody, since you have one last assignment, one last major grade, I challenge you. If you haven't been working hard, if you haven't been proving yourself, now's the time to do it. You have one last final impression, and I want you to make it a good one. If you have continued throughout this whole entire year, continue to work hard, great, keep that up, and you have one final thing to do. So I just encourage you to know that there's still a chance to make a change for those who have kind of forgotten about school since we've been doing this remotely. And yeah, that's all I'll say for that. All right, so when looking at everyone's work as a whole, these are the comments that I had. The first has to do with an analysis paper. So I spent an entire video explaining what an analysis paper was, and then I had you comment saying that you understood. And a lot of you understood, but the work that I'm seeing, we're missing something. So I'm just going to review again, just quickly. You're focusing on one theme. One theme. Then you're bringing in characters and motifs, minimum of 2, to back up and to prove how that theme is important throughout the book. You should be asking the question, the bigger picture question. Why is the author having this character say this certain thing? So for example, Lily is talking about race, right? And she says, who's winning, the black team or the white team? The fact that the author has Lily, 14 years old, saying it like that is trying to prove the point that that the situation that society has in the 1960s is a childish game, that there is no meaning behind it, that it shouldn't be there. So me commenting on that one quote, that was analyzing it, and this is an analysis paper. So I gave you some guiding questions of things just to constantly think about as you're commenting on the quotes. Then, the other thing, I have said this over and over and over and over and over again throughout the year. You can't have a drop quote. A drop quote is when you are typing a sentence, you end the sentence, and then you throw a quote in, and then you continue on. You have to introduce the quote. Remember the sandwich. You introduce the quote, you give the quote, and then you comment on it. I gave you some suggestions on how to introduce it, and then I give you some suggestions on how to comment on it. You can copy-paste these. These are here for you, so please use these. The other thing that I saw with MLA citation, we need to review this. You should have a works cited page, and I give you how to do that, and then you need to have in-text citations. So the in-text citation is not page number 45 or P.45. It is the last name, space, and then you give the page number. Now, like I said here, because we're only focusing on one book, you only have to use the last name one time. You don't have to say it every single time, because I know as the reader that I'm looking at kids' work, Summa kids' work, and that's the page I should be looking at. And then finally, comma rules, conventions, those things are still important. Okay, that's it. All right, so like I said, this past quarter has been crazy, and I love you all, even if you've slipped up in this past quarter. I've had a fantastic year with you guys. I really, really have. And I know I'm going to see you around school and all that. And I will also see you in 2 years, either in AP Lang, if you get an A next year in your English class, or senior writing. So you will have me again, so that's more of an incentive to end on a good note. But I really have enjoyed my time with you guys. You guys are hilarious. You're crazy, but you're funny. And you guys are good kids. And I love you guys a lot. So with that, I am done. And yeah. Let me know if you have any questions.